When I got to know God's heart, I got to understand what he thought about me. And then I got to see myself through the lens of his eyes, and I was like, whoa, okay, so you think greater of me than I think of myself. You have greater plan for me than I have for myself. So let me align with that.
What's your writing process like when making music?
You know, my writing process, it looks different any day of the week. So some days I can literally hear something and I'm like, oh, snap, grab my phone, I gotta record this. This is great, this is gold, right? And so I'll record it and then I'll grab my guitar and start building off of what I heard in the moment. Other times I come to a time of devotion or a time of creativity and I'm like, okay, I have my Bible in front of me, I have a theme or a concept for a song, let me sit down and like put my time to writing this song and structuring it out. Other times, it's in times of worship where I can just be fiddling with my guitar and then I'll hear something and I'll play it and then a full song comes out of nowhere. So it looks different depending on the day of the week, or depending on the season, but I approach what I hear with honor. So what I mean by that is even if I hear something and I don't have the full song or it's just a line, I grab my phone and I record it because I know that I can build off of it in the next season if I don't finish it now.
What advice would you give to worship leaders, songwriters, musicians, and creatives who may feel unsure about stepping out and actually creating?
That's my story. If I could be completely transparent, although I've been singing from a young age, I was highly insecure. At one point, I hated my voice. At one point, I was just like, I don't know why you gave me this voice. I don't know why you got me up on this stage. I want to run. I felt uncomfortable in the thing that God was calling me to. But what I learned was seeking him to know him, it cleared all that junk up. Not seeking God to get what you want. Not seeking him for just his hand, no. Seeking him to know his heart. Because when I got to know God's heart, I got to understand what he thought about me. And then I got to see myself through the lens of his eyes, and I was like, whoa, okay, so you think greater of me than I think of myself. You have greater plan for me than I have for myself. So let me align with that. So my first piece of advice would be, if you're unsure, or if you're like, I have all these ideas, I don't know which way to go, be still in his presence. Seek him for who he is. Say, Father, you gave me this thing, you gave me this gift, this talent, this idea, this business. I'm committing it, I'm consecrating it to you. Show me what to do with it. And then from there, as you journey with the Lord, he's gonna heal you. He is going to clarify the things that seem like purpose, but actually aren't, because there's such thing as a fake purpose. So I would always inspire people who are in that category to first seek the Lord, journey with him, and explore. Partner with people who have the same passion as you, who you can trust. Create. Take the pressure off that, oh, I gotta make this thing. No. Spend time. There are certain songs that just came because I was just sitting in his presence. There are certain sermons that just came as I was brushing my teeth, as I was getting ready for my day, as I was driving down the road. So spend time with the Lord and he will direct you. He will give you inspiration. He will show you the way that he wants you to go. And if it's fear that's stopping you, if it's an insecurity, let me tell you right now, you need to bind that thing up, because God hasn't given you the spirit of fear. You need to ask the Lord to give you the courage to step out and then Nike.
For I hear the Spirit of the Lord beckoning his children to believe again. He is beckoning them to press past what they've known and seen and trust that he is good and that he has more, yes, even more in store for them. For many are the grievances, the pains, the disappointments of his children. But in this season, the Lord is calling for a reckless abandon of what we've known, a reckless abandon of what we've seen. He is making a clarion call for his children to anchor themselves solely in his